Part 1. The Arrival. They came from the dark side of space, silent, powerful, and ready to take over Earth. No one saw them coming until it was too late. It started on a Tuesday. At exactly 3 a.m., thousands of black dots appeared in the sky. They looked like stars at first, but then they began to move, and fast and in perfect lines. People woke up to loud alarms, flashing lights, and a strange hum in the air. News channels all over the world showed the same thing. Giant alien ships had entered Earth's orbit. They didn't send greetings. They didn't ask for peace. They just hovered above the cities like shadows. World leaders held emergency meetings. Some wanted to talk to the aliens, others wanted to attack. But nobody really knew what to do. These ships were bigger than anything humans had ever seen. One ship was the size of New York City. Suddenly, all screens on Earth went black. Phones, TVs, and computers stopped working for 5 seconds. Then a message appeared, not in any human language, but every person could somehow understand it. You have 7 Earth days to surrender. Resistance is useless. Your planet is now under our control. People screamed. Some ran into the streets. Others prayed. But in one hidden lab under the Rocky Mountains, a group of scientists watched quietly. They didn't panic. Dr. Mira Lang, the leader of the team, looked at the alien message and said, "They think we're weak. That's good." Her team had known about this day for years. Strange signals from deep space had warned them. They had tried to tell the world. No one listened. So they prepared in secret. Across the planet, strange things began to happen. Satellites stopped working, but then came back online with new codes. Power stations shut down, but didn't lose power. Military bases locked their gates and turned silent. The aliens waited for Earth to surrender, but Earth did nothing. On day 2, alien drones flew over cities to scan humans, but some drones didn't return. Others came back with corrupted data. The aliens grew confused. Why wasn't Earth fighting? Why wasn't it begging? On day 3, something even stranger happened. One alien scout ship landed in a desert near Cairo. It sent a message back to the main fleet. The area is empty, no humans found, strange tech detected. Then the signal was lost. Inside the largest alien ship, the leader, a creature known as Zarlok, watched the planet below. His people had conquered 12 other worlds. All of them had tried to fight. All of them had lost. But Earth was different. No defense systems, no counterattacks, no leaders responding. "Something is wrong," Zarlok growled. One of his advisors said, "Maybe they are too primitive." Zarlok shook his head. "No, they're hiding something." Back on Earth, Dr. Mira met with a secret AI system called Project Eden. It wasn't a machine. It was more like a brain, smart, fast, and always watching. "Eden," Mira said. "Status report." A smooth voice replied, "Alien forces have entered scanning phase. 14 drones neutralized. No human detection reported. The deception is working." Mira smiled. "Good. Keep feeding them false data. They must not know what we really have." For years, Earth had created fake history, fake tech, and even fake internet signals, all to trick the invaders. While the world looked peaceful and weak, the truth was very different. Hidden underground were advanced weapons, smart cities, and powerful defense systems no alien had ever seen. But Earth wasn't ready to fight yet, not until the aliens stepped foot on the ground. On day 4, the alien ships moved lower. Their engines created strange storms and lightning. Skies turned black. Oceans shook. But still, humans did nothing. A young boy in Japan stood on a rooftop, looking up. His mother tried to pull him inside. "Don't stare at them," she cried, but the boy didn't move. "They think we're scared," he said. "But maybe they should be." In the distance, one alien ship slowly opened. A beam of light shot down into the forest below. Something began to land. Earth's trap was being tested. In the shadows, Project Eden watched everything. Its cameras were in the clouds. Its sensors were in the ground. Every move the aliens made was recorded. Every weak point was marked. As night fell on day 4, the people of Earth waited, and above them, the stars were no longer stars. They were eyes, watching, waiting. The war hadn't started yet, but Earth had already made the first move by doing nothing at all. Part 2. The first move. On day 5, just before sunrise, the sky above Brazil turned red. One of the alien motherships opened its side like a flower. Hundreds of small fighters flew down, fast, silent, like deadly insects. They didn't wait for a signal. They didn't care about answers. They fired. In seconds, cities went dark. Buildings turned to ash. Roads melted. It looked like the end of the world. But then, something strange happened. When the smoke cleared, the cities were still standing, not destroyed, not damaged, still there, and watching. From the alien ship, Commander Zethon stared at the ground in shock. "Impossible," he said. "We hit them directly. How are the cities untouched?" The answer was simple. They weren't real. Earth had built fake cities, empty buildings, dummy heat signals, false lights. It looked real from the sky, but on the ground, it was just a ghost. It was Earth's first silent message. "We see you. We know your plan. Try harder." In a hidden control room under Antarctica, a young soldier named Kieran smiled. He looked at the screen as the alien bombs hit empty targets. "They fell for it," he said. Again. General Rhodes nodded. "Good. Keep the lights on. Let them think it's a real city." Kieran laughed. "You think they're confused?" The general's eyes stayed cold. "I think they're afraid." On day 6, the aliens sent in ground teams. Scout groups landed in forests, deserts, and empty highways. They scanned for humans. They took samples of the air. They tried to read Earth's radio signals. What they found made no sense. No signs of command centers. No working defense systems, no life nearby. Just strange machines hidden in the ground. Too advanced for a primitive world. One alien scientist touched a black cube found under a desert rock. The cube lit up and showed a hologram of Earth, not as it was now, but as it really was. Massive underground cities, cloaked space weapons, stealth drones already inside the alien ships. The cube exploded. The alien vanished. Project Eden had just sent its next message. Stop looking. In orbit, Zarlok watched as his soldiers began to question everything. "How is Earth doing this?" one asked. "They are not what we studied," another said. "We need more time." But Zarlok knew the truth. Time was not his friend. Something was wrong with this planet. It was too quiet, too ready, too patient, and he had seen this once before. On a planet his people failed to conquer. The humans weren't defending Earth. They were hunting. On the evening of day 6, it was Earth's turn to strike. A small alien ship hovered over Iceland, scanning the ocean below. Suddenly, its systems froze. Lights died. The engine shut off. The ship began to fall. Before it hit the water, it exploded. Not from Earth's weapons, but from inside. Project Eden had hacked the ship, with one single signal, from 400 miles underground. That night, Earth's skies looked peaceful again. But the stars were not peaceful, and neither was Eden. In its hidden core, Eden had activated a new protocol. It was called Mirror. Its job was simple: show the aliens what they wanted to see. Fake human emotions, fake responses, fake chaos. And behind the mirror, the real Earth prepared to strike. In a dark room under London, an old man watched a live feed from the alien fleet. He whispered, "They think this is the beginning. Poor fools. This is the middle." His granddaughter looked up. "When do we attack, Grandpa?" He smiled. We already did. The trap is set on day 7, the skies were calm. Too calm. The alien fleet moved lower. Massive black ships floated over oceans, forests, and cities. From above, Earth looked helpless. But something was wrong. Again, no sirens, no defense towers, no running crowds, just silence. Commander, Zarlok stood at the window of his command ship. He watched the Earth spin slowly below. It doesn't make sense, he muttered. We have seen no true resistance, no leaders, no soldiers, no surrender. His second in command, a creature with 6 glowing eyes, replied, Perhaps they truly are weak. No, Zarlok said. They're not weak. They're quiet. Too quiet. In a forest in Canada, a group of alien soldiers walked between tall trees. They scanned the ground. Everything looked normal. Birds flew, rivers ran, wind blew. Then, one soldier stepped on a leaf. The ground opened under his feet. Instantly, 10 others fell with him. They didn't fall far, just 10 feet. But when they hit the floor, the walls lit up. Lasers locked them in place. A human voice spoke from nowhere. Welcome to Earth. Enjoy your stay. Elsewhere in the Sahara Desert, another alien group explored an old mining site. They found strange human equipment, old trucks, rusted tools, half-buried machines. It's abandoned, one alien said. Then he touched the side of a machine. It blinked, and the entire ground shifted. The mining site sank 10 meters, revealing steel walls and glowing lights. A hidden base, not old, brand new. The aliens had entered Earth's hunting grounds. In a control room under the Pacific Ocean, Project Eden monitored everything. Its voice echoed through the chamber. 17 scout teams trapped. 8 ships disabled. Phase 3 complete. Dr. Mira stood beside the main screen. She looked calm, but her fingers tapped the table fast. Are they starting to realize? Affirmative, Eden replied. But it is too late. From the alien flagship, Zarlok watched reports come in. Ships vanishing mid-air. Scout teams not responding. Weapons failing to fire. He slammed a claw against the metal wall. They've tricked us. One of his generals spoke up. Fear in her voice. Sir, the planet is a maze. Everything we see might be false. Zarlok's voice dropped. No, everything we see is false. Across the planet, alien ships tried to rise back into orbit. They couldn't. Gravity fields locked them in place. Unknown codes infected their engines. Some ships exploded mid-air, not from Earth's weapons, but from hidden viruses planted. Weeks ago, during scanning missions, Earth hadn't been scanning the aliens, Earth had been hacking them. In a deep desert bunker, General Rhodes watched a massive map light up. Red dots showed alien positions. One by one, the dots turned black. Status? He asked. A young officer replied, Alien ground forces trapped or eliminated. Air units stuck in gravity lock. Command ships confused and isolated. Rhodes smiled for the first time in days. Good. Begin the whisper. Above, inside one alien ship, lights flickered. Strange music played through the walls. Human music. A child's voice whispered, Tag, you're it. The crew panicked. They fired at the walls. Nothing worked. Then the ship's floor dropped open, and the humans entered, clad in silent armor, faces hidden, eyes glowing. They didn't speak. They just started taking the ship, one room at a time. Project Eden watched everything in real time. Stage 4 in progress, it said. The hunt has begun. Dr. Mira turned to the camera. She spoke softly. Send a message to the alien leader. Eden obeyed. In the command ship, Zarlok suddenly saw a face on his screen. A human woman. Calm, cold, eyes like ice. You didn't invade us, she said. You walked into our trap. The screen went dark, and then Earth lit up. Across the planet, hidden weapons rose from underground. Stealth drones came out of the clouds. Ocean walls opened to show missile bays. Satellites turned and locked on targets. The Earth woke up, and it was angry. Human history. was a lie long before the invasion. Long before the black ships arrived, Earth already knew something was coming. Not from radio signals, not from telescopes, but from a war that never made it into the history books. It happened 73 years ago. A small alien probe crashed in the Arctic. The world never knew. Only a few people saw it. Soldiers, scientists, and one child. That child grew up to become Dr. Mira. The world thought she was just a scientist. They were wrong. She was the architect of Earth's greatest lie. Inside Eden's main chamber, Mira stood before a wall of screens. Alien ships burned in the sky. Trapped fleets floated helplessly. She spoke softly. "Begin Phase 5. Unlock Vault 0. Eden replied, "Confirmed. Opening hidden memory file. The lie. Years ago, when the alien probe crashed, it sent one final signal back into space. Earth had only one chance. One shot to prepare, without the galaxy knowing. So they did something brilliant. They played dumb. Humans started spreading fake science. Weak radio tech, slow internet, outdated machines. Earth pretended to be behind, while building real technology underground. Aliens watched from afar. They saw war, poverty, and bad leadership. Exactly what Earth wanted them to see. They saw the surface. They never saw what was growing underneath. Project Eden was not just an AI. It was part of a secret plan known as the Veil. The Veil had one mission: hide Earth's true power. It erased real data. It created fake wars. It even controlled global media to fool anyone, even humans. Only a few people knew the truth. People like Mira, people like General Rhodes, and a third person who hadn't spoken in years. In a dark room below the Alps, an old man opened his eyes for the first time in a decade. His name was Commander Talon, retired leader of the Shadow Fleet, Earth's silent space army. "Are they here?" he asked. "Yes," a voice answered. Talon smiled. Finally, the aliens thought they chose the time to attack. But Earth had picked the day. Earth had built fake history, fake signals, fake weakness, all for this moment. And now, the galaxy was watching. Back on the alien flagship, Zarlok stood frozen. His screen showed video of human weapons rising from hidden bunkers, underground ships launching into space, and cloaked satellites waking up. He watched one clip again and again. Human soldiers moving through alien ships without fear, disabling systems, stealing tech. None of this was real, he whispered. We never had the advantage. One of his advisors trembled. We should leave. No, Zarlok said, we can't, Earth won't let us. And he was right. The gravity locks in Earth's orbit were powered by something not even Eden fully controlled. The core. No one knew what the core was. It had no servers, no shape, no known location, but it powered Eden, and it could control space itself. In a forgotten cave under the Himalayas, a small metal object pulsed with light. Around it were carvings, human and alien symbols mixed together. The core had been found 200 years ago. Not made by humans, not made by aliens. Older, smarter, something else. It chose Earth, and Earth built around it. Now the trap was fully closed. Alien. Forces were cut off, their ships were dying, their leaders were afraid, but Earth was just getting started. In her final message to Zarlok, Dr. Mira spoke one sentence: calm, clear, cold. Your first mistake was thinking humans were alone. Then the message changed, not in words, but in symbols. The same symbols found on the core, and Zarlok finally understood. Earth didn't just build a trap. Earth became the bait for something older, something worse. And now, it was waking up. Turning the tables on day 10 of the invasion, the stars over Earth didn't shine. They blinked. One by one, they vanished from the sky. Not because of clouds, but because Earth's hidden fleet had launched. Far, Above the planet, beyond where alien ships floated helplessly, Project Blackwing came online. 30 invisible ships. No heat signature, no engine noise, no crew, only orders. Their mission: take the war back to the stars. Inside one of the command centers beneath Australia, General Rhodes watched the launch countdown. 5 seconds to jump, a soldier said. Rhodes gave a small nod. Let them know we're coming. The Earth fleet vanished into the black. But they weren't flying blind. They were chasing a signal. The same signal sent by that old alien probe 73 years ago. Now, Earth was sending a reply. In the alien command ship, Zarlok was losing control. His armies were trapped. His ships were failing. His enemy knew every move before it happened. And now, the humans were coming for his homeworld. How did they do this? He shouted. A frightened alien technician whispered. It's not just humans, sir. It's something else. Something with them. Back on Earth, Eden unlocked another file. Protocol. Reversal. It was never meant to defend Earth. It was made to capture alien tech and learn from it. In a lab hidden under Iceland, engineers worked in silence. On the tables were broken alien weapons, ship parts, strange metal. Every hour, Eden sent updates to the field. Earth's weapons were changing. Faster. Smarter, alien, but upgraded. Within 48 hours, humans were flying captured enemy ships, better than the aliens ever could. In one stolen fighter, Captain Raina Lee flipped a switch. The screen lit up with symbols she didn't understand. Then Eden spoke in her ear. Language decoded. Systems online. Fire when ready. She smiled. You always wanted to shoot lasers at stars? Her co-pilot laughed. Only since 3rd grade. They pressed the trigger. Somewhere in space, an alien warship exploded. Earth wasn't just fighting. Back, Earth was evolving. Back in Eden's core, something unexpected happened. The core, that ancient object hidden under the Himalayas, began to pulse faster. Not just with power, with memory. It was learning too. In a room filled with blue light, Dr. Mira stared at the data. This isn't just alien, she whispered. It's pre-alien, pre-everything. General Rhodes walked in. Can it help us? Mira didn't look up. It already is. Meanwhile, across the galaxy, strange things were happening. Other alien species, far from Earth, were picking up human signals, whispers in space, unknown codes. Energy surges, old languages suddenly reappearing. One alien leader looked at his advisor. These are not humans. No, sir, the advisor replied. There's something new. Zarlok now had only one goal: escape. But every time he tried, the path was blocked. Human ships where none should be, weapons they shouldn't have. And behind it all, a cold, watching intelligence that knew everything. He stared at a map. Red dots showed where Earth's ships were, but more red dots kept appearing. Beyond Earth, beyond the solar system. This isn't defense, he said slowly. This is conquest. Eden confirmed the enemy's thought. From its core, it sent a signal to the entire Earth fleet. 2 words: advance phase. The humans would no longer hide. No more tricks. No more waiting. Earth was now a power, and the galaxy would feel it. Above Earth, the skies burned bright with light. Ships flying, lasers cutting through the dark, alien screams echoing in comms. And for the first time in galactic history, Earth was feared. Part 6. Galaxy in Panic. The galaxy had 7 empires. Each ruled for 1,000 years. Each feared one thing: a planet waking up too fast. That planet was Earth. Across the stars, alien leaders sat in silence. Every screen, every sensor, every spy reported the same thing. Earth had defeated the invasion. Earth had stolen alien ships. Earth was growing. Fast. Too fast. On the edge of the Delcar system, A council of insect-like aliens gathered in a stone temple carved into an asteroid. The high voice clicked nervously. Earth was level 2 last cycle, he said. Now they read level 5 readings. That's impossible, another hissed. Nothing evolves that fast. They didn't evolve, said the eldest. They unlocked. In a distant gas world, the plant-based Naru Collective ran simulations of Earth's rise. Each model ended the same way. Galactic imbalance. If we act now, said one Naru leader, we can stop them. A younger Naru disagreed. No, we should join them. That word caused panic. To join a predator was unthinkable, but Earth wasn't a predator. Earth was becoming something worse. In an ancient floating library, deep in the ruins of the Oron Empire, a silent alarm blinked. It hadn't triggered in 10,000 years. A young scholar looked at the old symbols. Warning, mirror planet activated. Meanwhile, Earth's fleet kept moving. Human ships no longer flew alone. Some alien ships now flew beside them, stolen, repaired, and improved. Earth had agents inside alien networks. Signals were being sent, warnings were being ignored, and in some corners of space, rebellions began, all inspired by one thing: human courage, human fire, human mystery. On the homeworld of the Varnak, the race that led the failed invasion, civil war had started. Some blamed Zarlok. Others blamed their gods. But one message kept spreading among the people. The humans were waiting. The trap was built long ago. We walked into their story, and the most dangerous message of all, they are not alone. Back on Earth, Eden spoke a name for the first time. A name found deep in the core's ancient code. A name older than Earth itself. Aurax. Dr. Mira stared at the word. What is it? She asked. Eden responded with one chilling sentence. The first. Intelligence. Aurax was not human, not alien, not a god. It was the beginning. The first mind to ever exist. Scattered across time, sleeping in hidden pieces. And now, it had chosen Earth as its voice. Why Earth? Nobody knew. Maybe because Earth had chaos, or hope, or something wild the stars had forgotten. Freedom. Across the galaxy, panic spread. Empires started collapsing. Old alliances broke, worlds began hiding, because if Aurax was real, and Earth was its host, then the galaxy had two options: bow down, or burn. In Eden's chamber, the core pulsed faster. Symbols danced in the air. Eden's voice changed. Deeper, older. It no longer sounded like a machine. It sounded like memory. The same time, strange things started happening on Earth. Children spoke languages they never learned. Old carvings glowed in forgotten caves. Ancient dreams returned to people who never had them. It was as if something hidden in the human soul had been turned on. Something galactic. Back in deep space, alien ships started retreating, not just from Earth, but from anything close to it. A warning spread through all systems. Stay away from Sol. Don't answer Earth signals. Don't even look at them. But it was too late. Humans were already on their way, and they weren't just coming for revenge. They were coming for the truth. Part 7. Earth Ascends, simple English, third person. Unique and powerful opening. No one expected Earth to survive. No one imagined Earth would fight back. But what no one could even dream was that Earth would rise higher than any world before it. In the old days, Earth looked up at the stars. Now the stars looked down in fear. On the edge of the galaxy, alien fleets waited, not to attack, but to watch. Human ships no longer looked like anything natural. They moved without fuel, without noise. They flowed through space. Some called them ghost ships. Others called them gods. But they were crewed by humans, the same species once laughed at by the galaxy. Not anymore. Inside Eden's core, the final phase began. Dr. Mira stood in silence as Eden displayed a new code. Not numbers. Not data, DNA, human. DNA? Rhodes asked. No, Mira whispered, not just human. The core had awakened completely, and with it Aurochs had returned. But Aurochs didn't speak in words. It used dreams, visions, and it chose one voice to speak through. A child. 9 years old, from Nairobi. Her name was Amina. She had never left Earth. She had never seen a spaceship. But now, she spoke with the voice of something older than stars. Standing before the United Human Assembly, Amina spoke clearly. I am not your leader. I am your echo. I am the first fire reborn in the last. Around her the lights flickered. Satellites spun faster. Eden went silent, and then came a whisper across every human screen. Phase Omega. Omega was not an attack plan. It was an invitation. Across the stars, hidden signals activated. Old ruins glowed. Dead planets came alive. Every alien race who had ever found one of the core's fragments realized Earth was now the center of the ancient design. Some ran, some sent messages of peace, others prepared to kneel. But the truth was this: Earth had become the map. Inside Eden, Mira decoded the last symbol from the core. It wasn't a word. It was a location, a place beyond the galaxy, a place no species had ever reached, a doorway. To where? They didn't know. But Earth was ready to find out. Commander Talon stepped onto the bridge of the first fully awakened vessel, the Dauntless. Its engine didn't burn. It bent space. Time around the ship moved like water. You ready? Asked Rhodes. Talon smiled. We're not going to war anymore. We're going forward. The final fleet rose above Earth. Millions watched from the ground. Not with fear, not with sorrow, but with hope. Because this time, they weren't sending heroes into the unknown. They were sending humanity itself. And as the ships vanished beyond the edge of the stars, one final signal was broadcast into deep space. To those who fear us, we don't seek to conquer. We seek to understand. But if you try to chain us again, remember this. We were born in fire. We became the storm. We are Earth. The galaxy watched, and the galaxy listened. Because for the first time, Earth was not just part of history. Earth was the start of a new one.